growing up in Compton, everybody called me, well, the teachers started calling me Jack. And so everybody called me Jack. But then when I went to Yale, I decided I was going to reclaim my given name. And I told people to call me Joaquin. It's my name, Joaquin. And I tell them, it's not hard, it's like walking. You can pronounce it, Joaquin. And Avila's my last name. That's not hard either. It's not Avila, it's Avila. Well, I was active with the UFW boycott, and one day this Reverend Johnson and two sisters and I are going down to talk to the grocery store manager, try and convince him to carry Union grapes. And on the way there, Reverend Johnson says, son, can you remind me how you pronounce your name? And I say, yes, sir, it's Joaquin Avila. And he repeats it. He says, Joaquin Avila, Joaquin Avila. So we get to the meeting, and he introduces himself, and he says, this is Sister Mary Agnes, and Sister Bernadette, and Yale student, Hava Nagila. A couple of months ago, I'm the MC at a gala celebration at the Brava Theater in San Francisco. And a few days before the event, the organization sends me a proposed script. I make a few edits and changes, and everything looks great except for one thing. One of the performers I need to introduce has a name I've not seen before, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's spelled Y-A-Y-N-E, and the last name is A-B-E-B-A. I can think of many pronunciations, but really, I don't know. I Googled this person, she's a comedian, and I find a bunch of tapes. She's really funny, sharp political humor, and she's introduced with her name pronounced various ways. Not once is it that person saying her own name. So the best way to determine how someone says his or her name is to ask the person. So backstage, as soon as I see her, I make a beeline to her and I say, hi, I'm going to introduce you tonight. Can you please tell me the pronunciation of your name? And she says, my first name is Yaini, and my last name is Ababa, like the capital of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. The Ababa part, I get right away. But her first name challenges me, and I need to ask her to pronounce it several times, which she does. Finally, I think, okay, I've got this. Our next guest is somewhat unusual. She's a native San Franciscan. Please welcome, straight from the Haight-Ashbury, the real, the original, the very funny, Yaini Ababa. Applause, applause. She assumes center stage, people love her, and I walk off feeling bad.
Please take your seats so the program can start. Welcome to the Margaret Brent Awards Luncheon, celebrating women lawyers of distinction. Please take your seats.
I am one of 6 women receiving a prestigious award from the Commission on Status of Women of the American Bar Association. It is named after Margaret Brent, the first woman lawyer in the Americas. We are at the Westin Hotel in Chicago's Magnificent Mile. My mother and my siblings and their spouses and my nieces have come from South Texas. They've driven to Chicago. My husband and son are there, as are my husband's Chicago relatives. Before each of the honorees is introduced, they will play a video on 2 huge screens with highlights of our professional and personal accomplishments.
When Irma Herrera graduated college at age 20, Irma had not yet set her sights on becoming a lawyer. But she was clear about one thing. Discrimination against Mexican Americans was keeping her community from opportunities many took for granted. And Irma knew she would do something about that.
for 6 long minutes, I have to listen to Irma Herrera this and Irma Herrera that, and all I want to do is scream. But instead, I need to go to the podium and be gracious and accept this important award. Good afternoon. The running joke back in my office among my colleagues is that anyone who calls and asks for Irma Herrera gets sent straight to voicemail. Allow me to introduce myself and to tell you who I really am. My name is Irma Herrera, and it is an honor to receive the Margaret Brent Award. I'm later told that my 9-year-old son, as soon as the video starts rolling, he says, "Oh, that's not how you say my mommy's name. She's gonna be mad." I get a letter of apology from the commission with a promise that they will redo the narration. I get a video a few weeks later. I put it in a box. I have never watched it.